TikTok users are already looking for alternative apps ahead of the January 19th ban in the US by the Supreme Court, and quite a few are already starting the migration to another Chinese social media app. It's called Red Note, or Xiaohongshu, as it is known in China.
Wow, Lina girl.
Thank you to Janice for helping me out with that pronunciation. It's currently the #1 free app on the Apple App Store, underscoring concerns that TikTok will soon be effectively banned in the US. Now, if the Supreme Court upholds the law, third-party service providers such as Apple and Google will be penalized for supporting TikTok, thus actively banning the app in the US. It's unclear whether President-elect Donald Trump, who takes office on January 20th, the day after, would choose to enforce the law. And despite the fear of national security or lack of privacy, many TikTokers are choosing not to go back to Facebook or Instagram, but to jump on Red Note, which boasts 300 million users in July of 2024.
Isn't it the same thing? Like, you're going from one Chinese-owned app to another Chinese-owned app. So
to them, it's just like, you can't tell us what to do. We're going to stick with these guys, even though we may not have our privacy. Or the Chinese government may use this for, intelligence or whatever.
Yeah.
Tricky.
It is tricky.
It's tricky. Are you going to jump on?
I thought he was going to do the Run DMC. It's tricky to rock around.
I guess he's not. All right.
No, I'm not.
Donations continue to pour in even as firefighters work to contain the wildfires ravaging Southern California. Beyonce's charitable foundation, the Be Good Foundation, will donate $2.5 million to the LA Fire Relief Fund to assist families impacted by the wildfires. It also wants to make sure funds go to churches and other community organizations, as the charity was created specifically to help with economic disparities within communities. Other generous donations are pouring in. The Walt Disney Company pledged $15 million for initial and immediate response and rebuilding efforts. Paris Hilton, who also lost a home in the fires, donated money and is also doing a $100,000 match as well. Jennifer Garner has been on the ground with the nonprofit World Central Kitchen to feed evacuees and first responders. She also revealed that she lost a dear friend in the fire. It was heart-wrenching. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made several donations in money and essential supplies and have opened their Montecito home to friends and family who have had to evacuate. And Meghan has also asked for a delay of her Netflix show with Love Meghan. It was supposed to premiere this Wednesday, but she felt it was absolutely inappropriate since the show is all about Southern California living. And it just didn't seem right. The Recording Academy's charitable arm, Music Cares, initially donated $1 million to the LA fire relief effort and then added an additional $1 million in emergency aid. The Academy's awards show, the Grammys, will air on February 2nd with a spotlight on first responders.
This is very cool. I mean, it almost is very reminiscent of how the world kind of coalesced around our ohana in Maui for following the Lahaina fire. So it just goes to show you that we still get plenty aloha.
Plenty aloha. Yes, absolutely. The first full moon of the year will be in the sky tonight. And for some sky gazers, it will appear to pass in front of or swallow up Mars. Times for the cosmic magic trick will vary. On the continent, January's full moon is called the wolf moon because wolves are active at this time of year and can be heard howling on cold winter nights. But I've always thought to myself, we always call it like the strawberry moon or the wolf moon. I think it's important for people to know the Hawaiian names for it. So in this moon phase, it's called Hoku in the Anahulu of Poi Poi. And this signifies a period of development, action, and building momentum. The moon phases were the guide for agricultural and fishing activities here in Hawaii and also influenced decision-making and cultural practices according to our Pa'i Foundation lunar calendar.
I love that. I was thinking you was going to call them the cockroach moon because sometimes they come out, the B-52s come out.
I think that's 24/7. That's every moon.
Mahalo, Lina girl, for that. All right, again, today is Clean Your Desk Day. You want to do that so you don't more cockroaches on your desk. So this is a subject of our You So Akamai question. How much more bacteria does the average office desk have compared to a toilet seat? Is it 40 times, 400 times, 4,000 times, or 40,000 times? Lina girl, what's your guess?
Brother, my mind is blown just from the numbers that you're dropping. So I hope that humans are clean, and I'm going to pick the lowest number, which is 40 times.
Okay, let's see if Lina girl is Akamai.
Come on. Oh, you dirty humans, you.
It's B 400 times. If you knew the answer, you are so akamai. Now, coming up next, we got some shakas and shout-outs.
Yeehaw. Here's a quick one for you. Shakas and shout-outs to Sai and Tracy Carnate of Honolulu.
Sai, the local guy.
That's right. We spotted them at Ho'omaluhia Botanical Gardens this past weekend, hanging out with their ohana who are visiting from Oregon. Love you folks, and mahalo for tuning in to Island Life Live. More shakas and shout-outs when we return.